Welcome to our mock interview session for aspiring heat exchanger professionals. Today, we're going to dive into some key interview questions that you might face while stepping into this exciting field. Let's jump right in with our first question about teamwork and problem solving. Can you walk us through a time when you and your team tackled a challenging issue related to heat exchangers? Interviewers are curious about your teamwork abilities and how you handle complex problems alongside others. Here are some pointers to help you frame your answer. Talk about a specific project or incident that involved heat exchangers. Clearly outline the complex problem your team encountered. Describe your role and contributions within the team. Emphasize the collaborative efforts and decision-making process. Discuss the outcome and what you took away from the experience. Let's see how you might put this into words with an example.
In my last project, our team was dealing with a significant drop in efficiency in a heat exchanger system. We gathered to analyze the fluid dynamics and identified a fouling issue. I ran simulations to model heat transfer and presented possible solutions. Together, we implemented a cleaning schedule, which restored efficiency by 20%. This experience taught me the value of teamwork and clear communication.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for heat exchanger. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a situation where you had to troubleshoot a malfunctioning heat exchanger. This question is designed to assess your problem-solving skills and your ability to handle unexpected technical challenges. Here's how you can approach crafting your response. Set the scene by describing the context and the specific fault in the heat exchanger. Elaborate on the steps you took to pinpoint the root cause of the issue. Mention any tools or techniques you employed during troubleshooting. Share the resolution and any improvements made. Wrap up with what you learned from the experience. To give you an idea, here's a sample response.
In my previous job, we noticed a drop in efficiency in one of our heat exchangers. I began by checking the pressure and temperature readings, which pointed to a blockage. Using a thermal imaging camera, I confirmed my suspicion by spotting hot spots. I then flushed the exchanger to clear out the debris, restoring its function. This taught me the importance of regular maintenance checks.
Can you describe how you effectively communicated technical details about heat exchangers to a non-technical audience? This question helps assess your ability to convey complex information clearly and relate it to different audiences. Here are some strategies to help you answer this effectively. Use simple language and avoid technical jargon. Emphasize practical implications or benefits of heat exchangers. Use analogies to relate technical concepts to everyday items. Encourage questions to ensure understanding. Tailor your explanation to suit the audience's background. Here's how you might explain this in an interview.
I explained heat exchangers by comparing them to car radiators, highlighting how they help cool the engine and boost efficiency. This analogy made it relatable and easier for the audience to grasp.
If you found a significant leak in a heat exchanger during operation, what steps would you take? This question is about assessing your crisis management skills and ability to act promptly in emergency situations. Consider these steps when forming your answer. Shut down the system immediately to prevent further leakage. Evaluate the severity of the leak to determine if emergency measures are necessary. Inform your supervisor and the maintenance team for urgent action. Implement containment measures to collect any escaping fluids. Prepare for inspections and repairs before restarting to ensure safety. Here's an example of how to handle this question.
Upon discovering a leak, my first step would be to halt the system to stop further leakage, assess the leak's severity, and quickly inform my supervisor and the maintenance team to initiate repairs.
You're presented with two heat exchanger designs. One is cost-effective and the other is more efficient. How would you decide which one to choose? This question evaluates your decision-making skills and your ability to balance cost and performance considerations. Here's a thoughtful approach to answer this question. Identify the key performance metrics required for your application. Consider the total cost of ownership, including installation, maintenance, and operational expenses. Evaluate the impact on overall system efficiency and energy savings. Assess the timeline for capital investment and return on investment for both options. Engage with stakeholders to discuss the importance of efficiency versus cost. Let's look at how you could express this analysis.
I would start by assessing the key performance metrics necessary for our application, like thermal efficiency and flow rates. I'd then calculate the total cost of ownership for both designs to determine if the savings from the more efficient model justify the higher initial investment.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. I'll grab it below.